Hello, spooky darlings. It's Pogo Death right here, and I just wanted to share with you my love of poetry. I might eventually share with you some of my own poetry, but for now, I wanted to look up some gothic poetry on the interwebs. So, let me just read some to you, and you can sit back and relax. The storm arises as my stomach turns. I can feel the sorrow the wind delivers. The trees sway so fast. All I dream is to be free. The dark gray clouds cover my face and enter my mind. I can't help but feel pain yet amazement as I watch the storm arise from deep within my own chained eyes. You'll be surprised what you can find just looking around on Pinterest or whatever. Poetry is a beautiful thing, and I wish I could share more of it. This little ditty is called The Nightmare. Feeding into the haunts of my thoughts, I begin to fade away, slipping into nothing as I enter yet a new world. I am complete helplessness. I can't seem to reach my words. You leave me defenseless, yet I see your face, and I see the enchantment of the deep and dark place. Let me go, set me free, allow me to wake up, save me from thee. Don't hold me down as I begin to suffer. I surrender to the nightmare, 'tis anything but wonder. And if you're having any dark thoughts during this time, it's really acceptable because we're all stuck inside. We're all stuck inside of ourselves, even way before the world around us started to fall apart. Some of us are already apart on the inside, and I feel that way, and I understand. Let's find another one. O moon that writs the night to wake before the dawn is pale, the hamadryad in the brake, the satyr in the veil, caught in thy net of shadows, what dreams hast thou to show? Who treads the silent meadows to worship thee below? I had so many poems over the years that got lost. I used to carry a journal with me in school, and I had a guidance counselor that got rid of it because it was too dark, apparently, and they didn't really appreciate that. And then good old Facebook, I had so many logged away on there, but I can't even find them on there anymore. When you're on Facebook for 10 years, things sort of disappear. Let's see what else we can find. The child in the darkness is feared by those in the light, as the child slips away into the darkness, for he shall never return, but he shall learn to walk and stand on his own 2 feet to face the fear, hatred, and pain, for he shall overcome all that has been done and be greater than all that has been given. I would love to share the sources for these, but Pinterest isn't very great on those. I'll be better in the future and come prepared, but this was sort of a spur of the moment thing. I also apologize for the camera because, gotta start somewhere. Really wish I could share my poems with you, but I don't know how to get a hold of them. The Cold Earth Swept Below by Percy Shelley. The cold earth swept below. If I could find it. The cold earth swept below, above the cold sky shone, and all around with a chilling sound, from caves of ice and fields of snow, the breath of night like death did flow beneath the sinking moon. The wintry hedge was black, the green grass was not seen, the birds did rest on the bare thorn's breast, whose roots beside the pathway track had bound their folds o'er many a crack, which the frost had made between. Thine eyes glowed in the glare of the moon's dying light, as a fen fire's beam on a sluggish stream gleams dimly, so the moon shone there, and it yellowed the strings of thy tangled hair that shook in the wind of night. The moon made thy lips pale, beloved, the wind made thy bosom chill, the night did shed on thy dear head its frozen dew, and thou didst lie where the bitter breath of the naked sky might visit thee at will. I would be curious to see what some of you say about the meaning behind such poems. I'm a fan of wintry poems or anything by Poe or the like. I also wonder how many of you used to submit your works to poetry.com. You remember those? And you would get the little plaque in the mail and you'd show your parent and be all excited, like, oh my god, I did something. And then you find out that like every kid on the block has these plaques. It's a nice sentiment, though. I got one really good comment on one of my poems back in the day that said I was a young Edgar Allan Poe, and I will always hold that close to my heart. Alright. Speaking of, why don't I read Annabel Lee? By the great Poe himself. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. This maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither did the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, and her sepulchre there by the sea, and her tomb by the sounding sea. And I'm going to leave it there for you. If you have any requests on poems that you want me to read or anything of the like, let me know in a comment down below.